Witam serdecznie w kolejnym odcinku. Razem Smyk ma jakąś do nas sprawę. Zobaczmy, co chce. Oczywiście ja ze mną porozmawiać.
You wanted to talk to me?
Indeed. Deek thought you might want to learn how to build a breeding pen so that you can breed beasts.
O,
That
proszę.
sounds like a
To
very
się nam
good
przyda.
idea.
Rescuing and breeding beasts go hand in hand. Young beasts are particularly vulnerable to poachers. Breeding beasts here in the room will allow us to keep the younger ones safe.
I see. What do I need to do?
First, bring a pair of beasts to the room, one male, one female. Deek suggests rescuing thestrals, as they're at great risk from poachers. Noble creatures, but their relationship with death gives them a bad reputation. They're prized by poachers for their tail hairs.
I've seen thestrals before, but where would I find a pair of them nearby?
Deek has seen some wild thestrals not too far from the Hogwarts grounds. Then you'll need to purchase a spellcraft for the pen from Tomes and Scrolls and gather the materials it requires. Once you've rescued the thestrals and you have the spellcraft, you come and find Deek.
No dobra. To co? Uratuj samca. Kup magiczny wzór. O. No ja wydałem na troszkę inny wzór kasy, ale no dobra, zobaczymy. Dobra, najpierw zdobędziemy sobie jednego samca. Tylko samca, tak. Czyli ciebie. A. One kolorami się różnią. Kurde, naprawdę, myślałem, że będzie łatwiej. Ale one naprawdę szybko uciekają. Pytanie... W sumie mogłem to zrobić trochę inaczej, ale no dobra, już teraz to... O, ty mnie nie interesujesz. Ty mnie będziesz interesować. Tak obstawiam. Wreszcie chyba to mamy.
I'll look after you.
Och. Kurde, powiem wam szczerze, że to nie było takie proste, trzeba ich w dobrym momencie złapać. O, tak jak teraz. I od razu trzeba tutaj tłuc i może. Mamy to. O. I tak to działa.
I'm not going to hurt you.
To nie jest takie proste, ale może byśmy jeszcze, może mi się uda jeszcze jednego złapać. Ale nie widzę na razie. One strasznie szybko jak uciekną, to wiesz, że oni łatwo nie wracają tutaj. Troszkę trzeba poczekać na nie, ale dobra. Mamy to, musimy teraz ten wzór znaleźć, znaczy zdobyć. Więc... Hogsmeade pewnie. Dokładnie. Teraz zobaczymy, czy ten schemat będzie drogi.
Just let me know if there's something in particular you're looking for.
1000, no właśnie, dobra. Poczekaj. To opylimy, to opylimy. To. I jeszcze nam brakuje. Świetnie.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
To zadanie zrobimy sobie w międzyczasie. Jak się troszkę poszuka, poeksploruje. Teraz zajmę się innym.
Perhaps the book Professor Weasley wants me to get is upstairs.
I właśnie to zadanie teraz będziemy robić, co powiedziała nasza postać, czyli zadanie profesor Weasley. Z tego, co się mi tutaj wydaje... Tutaj powinno być? Czy nie? W dziale ksiąg zakazanych normalnie sobie chodzimy.
Lumos.
A, czyli tutaj jest wejście do podziemnej przystani w tym miejscu. O, ciekawe, następne miejsce, w którym nie byliśmy. Zobaczmy. I chyba tam też będzie właśnie ta druga. No nie powiem, fajnie to zrobili.
So this is the underground harbour. Revelio.
We were merely musing on the state of affairs.
Dobra. Mamy podziemną przystań. Tam jeszcze jakaś skrzyneczka. Okej. Jest jeszcze ta skrzynka, do której trzeba podejść taktycznie. No i już mamy na zadanie tamto kasiorkę, więc opłacało się od tego zacząć, ale dobra, to co zrobimy to i potem sobie dokończymy już tamto zadanie. Bo że to są misje takie bardziej poboczne, a cztara jest akurat taka główna, bo tutaj nauczymy się transputacji. Także, ale przy tamtym w sumie dużo nie dostaniemy. Na jakieś schematy właśnie do tego pokoju życzeń. Czyli nie w tą stronę szedłem, to jest gdzieś tutaj wyżej. Na piętrze. Kurde, faktycznie przecież tam jest piętro. Do góry, nie tylko w dół. Dobra. A ja od razu do zakazanych ksiąg. Transmutacja w zakazanych księgach. O, daleko.
What Professor Weasley asked me to find.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
Revelio.
Aha, tu musimy porozmawiać, okej.
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Serio?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other
świata.
students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
No, jeśli muszę.
If that's the only way I can convince you to give me that book, then let's get it over with.
Splendid! Just a few questions and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
Jeszcze raz, co? Przez... Znikacz? Złoty
The
znikacz?
Golden Snidget.
Correct! The Snidget was first
Kurde,
introduced to
trafiłem nawet.
Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Płynne szczęście. O kurde. Reptośniaka?
Gallihotzi draft.
I'm afraid the answer was Felix Felicis. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
Relikty.
The Founder's Relics.
No, the answer was the Deathly Hallows. According to Beadle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand,
Kiepski
the
jestem.
Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
Kafel.
The Quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
Wielostopy tak.
True.
Actually, the answer was false. While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
Nie teraz.
I'm sorry. I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind.
Jak widać, mam
I put the
straszne
book
braki
back
w
on the
świecie magii.
pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this.
Want to test your knowledge on some more difficult questions?
Nie, przez wypadek się kliknąłem, nie teraz.
I'm sorry. I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind.
Kurde, akurat się musiała zlać mi z tym.
Professor Weasley's tasks are complete.
Dobra. I widzimy się u
Transfiguration.
profesor Weasley. Teraz. No, jesteśmy na miejscu, teraz tylko zmienić z dnia, z nocy na dzień, tak? Także zaczynamy.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
No to próbujemy się nauczyć. Dobra. No to było jedno z prostszych w sumie. Ale też coś czuję, że dużo jego nie użyjemy. Tego zaklęcia. No i mamy motylka.
Beautifully done.
Dobra. To się może przydać przy walce. No właśnie, beczkę z kogoś zrobić na przykład. Takiego trudniejszego z przeciwnika, żeby właśnie zmienić. Ciekawe, czy to zaklęcie będzie działało na przykład trolla.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor.
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed, and frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you were able to grow a venomous tentacula. Growing such a magical plant is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your visit to the kitchens and the Hogsmeade graveyard with Nick to bribe a ghost for information connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Ho, 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 ho. No, dobrze tutaj, że tak powiem, na jakieś gumowe ucho działa. Ale my przytrzymamy, że nie.
Not at all. I'm fascinated by ghosts and food, and I was interested in learning more about the castle and the surrounding area.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
To może być dobre. Zaklęcie, no. Prawie się tutaj okazało, że ten profesor Pigby
Since our
był...
visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
Więcej problemów niż to
My
warte.
plan with the helmet failed.
Revelio.
I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
I remember our meet mentioning something about gobbledygook.
Dobra, mamy tutaj jeszcze jedno zadanie do dokończenia, to od razu je dokończymy. I mamy główne misje wreszcie. Także perfekt. Ale my chcieliśmy zrobić oto.
I was wondering when I'd see you
No to
again.
kupmy to.
Let's look at what we have, shall we?
Now I can conjure a breeding pen in the room. Best get back to Deke with the thestrals.
Mamy zagrodę, mamy zwierzęta, teraz musimy wrócić do naszego pokoju życzeń. I to zrobimy w tym drugim już pokoju, który mamy dla zwierząt, bo w tym pierwszym nie mamy miejsca z tego, co tam się okazało, tak? A tu... Powróć do pokoju życzeń i spotkać się ze smyk... A! To jest smyk nam pokaże, jak to dokładnie ma działać. No dobrze.
I've rescued the thestrals and bought the spellcraft for the pen.
Excellent. Now, to breed your thestrals, simply release them into the same vivarium in which you conjure the pen. Then use the pen to start the process. Come and see Deke when you're finished.
I shall. I wonder where I should conjure their pen.
Następny pokój. O kurde. No dobra.
Deke never grows tired of the room's surprises. We now have the perfect place for those thestrals. Please let Deke know once you've bred them.
No dobra. No one chyba lubią taki klimat.
Revelio.
No dobra, no to co? Musimy ich tu wypuścić. Pach, pach, tak. Mamy. I teraz potrzebujemy wybudować im coś takiego. No na razie postawię to tutaj. Teraz mam wykorzystać... Jak teraz zrobić? O, tutaj, tak? Okej, dobra, czyli to w ten sposób działa. Spoko. Ale w tym pokoju też będziemy musieli zrobić od razu... Zróbmy to. Nie, to... Twardą. Oto. To potrzebujemy od razu. I to też się nam przyda tutaj od razu. Dobra. I mamy pełne pokoje już gotowe. Powiem dodać. A, to dajmy to. Nie będzie. Taka malutka. O nie, nie jest taka malutka, dobra. W takim razie możemy porozmawiać teraz, może z kimś. Albo robić misje główne. Misje główne to może zrobić już w następnym odcinku. A w tym odcinku jeszcze pogadajmy tutaj. Smocza odprawa. Zobaczmy co to. Bardzo dużo nam się dzieje w tym Hogsmeade rzeczy. Dużo jest wyjaśnień innych rzeczy tego typu. A teraz pogadajmy z Poppy.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
Dokładnie,
That's a good
odszukajmy
idea.
ją.
We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Na razie wolę nie
It's
mówić,
all
niech
right with
wszyscy o tym
you,
nie
I'd
wiedzą.
rather not say. At least not at the moment.
Understood. We all have our secrets. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Okej, dobra. Czy tutaj na razie była tylko rozmowa, czy w międzyczasie pewnie w trakcie robienia jakichś innych misji dostaniemy. My mamy u siebie w naszym świecie maila, a tu mają słowę. Dobra, docieramy na miejsce, tutaj już porozmawiam teraz z samą... No, a, to będzie misja cała, to nie będzie tylko rozmowa. Ale dobra, spoko. Ale to są jeszcze dalej poboczne, te główne to tak jak mówię, to już w następnym odcinku nie będę tego tak rozbijał. Także pogadajmy teraz.
You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees.
Ciekawe
She
z
sent
tych
me an
okoliczności.
owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She
No.
never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
No, bez przesady.
We're making good progress. We can't quit now.
I agree. I have never considered quitting, even for a moment. You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Randrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
A jednak sama rozmowa była. Ciekawe się, co ten pokazuje, nie? Dwóch gryfonów ma tutaj kogoś z rodziny, tak? Wesley i onej, jakoś tak. Jak ona miała? A, teraz mi się nie pokaże, super. Dobra. Jeszcze jedna rozmowa nas czeka. Już tak domęczymy na tym odcinku. No i oczywiście będziemy się widzieć w tej tajemniczej krypcie. Co się dzieje z tą szatą? Dobra. I pogadajmy. Sebastian.
You'll never believe what I've learned. What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic,
Jest już
but I don't
jakaś
think we should tell
perspektywa.
anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl.
Dobra.
And don't feel sorry for Ominous.
Czyli każdy
Keeping
będzie
this
do
to
nas...
ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
No tutaj... Ciężka sytuacja.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
No i teraz mamy wszystko jasne, tak? Ta księga jest mocno napisana w taki sposób, żeby każdemu się to podobało, tak? Żeby każdy właśnie brnął w to. A potem jak będzie już zapowiedziane, to niestety. Ale ma po prostu już tym zostać, tak? Także taka to historia. Dobra, i tu zakończymy ten odcinek. W następnym odcinku już się zajmiemy tymi 2 głównymi misjami. Także lajkuj, subskrybuj. Pamiętaj, bo troszkę was ogląda, ale mało was subskrybuje. Jak zasubskrybujesz, pykniesz dzwoneczek, to każdy odcinek będziesz wiedział, kiedy wyskoczy. Dzięki za oglądanie.